After turning down his player options with the Brooklyn Nets, Australian NBA star Patty Mills might have just triggered a bidding war. He'll be entering free agency after turning down a $9 million player option for the Brooklyn Nets. The Australian point guard might still play for the Nets, but announced that he wants to explore his options and believed there was significant interest in free agency for him. Here's what we know. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2022 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First off, Patty Mills sparks a bidding war. Brooklyn Nets general manager Sean Marks revealed that the team would be excited to welcome back Patty Mills after his tremendous season playing for the NBA League in 2021. He averaged 11.4 per game, playing as a point guard for the Nets. However, the NBA team had an altogether tumultuous season. The 33-year-old kick-started his career playing for a local indigenous club his parents had established, the Shadows. Throughout high school, Mills juggled playing basketball and football, but ultimately decided to pursue a career in basketball. This was partly due to former Canberra Cannons player David Patrick. He had established a close relationship with the Mills family and ultimately became the Australian star player's future coach. In June of 2022, Mills announced that he would not be signing on to the Nets for the 2023 season. This wasn't to suggest that the Australian player had reneged from playing for the Nets, but that he was exploring his options in the free market before settling on a decision. Reports suggested that the Brooklyn Nets had initially drafted a contract for $9 million to sign their star point guard, but upped their offer to $14.5 million after other offers poured in for the star player. Now, let's talk about why everyone wants Patty Mills. Mills is the recipient of several awards and has reached several career highs playing in men's professional basketball leagues. This includes awards for playing in Australian leagues and over 10 international awards. He's also the recipient of the 2022 NBA Sportsmanship Award. The Australian point guard is known for being a team player, his leadership, and his enthusiasm. Along with teammate Rudy Fernandez, Mills is credited with starting the three goggles trend. Each time a player makes a three-point basket during the game, they make A-OK gestures with their hands and fit them over their face like eye goggles. The trend started after the other players on the Portland Trail Blazers poked fun at Fernandez for his poor eyesight. During the next game, when the Madrid player made a three-point shooter, he gestured to Mills that he could see fine as a satirical comment to the other teammates. Other team players picked up on the trend and soon became a popular gesture whenever a player scored a three-point shot. The gesture was then incorporated onto t-shirts and essentially immortalized Mills as a critical player for the Portland Trail Blazers. Then in 2011, when the Australian floods hit, Mills and Fernandez donated half of their proceeds from the jersey sales to provide aid for the families affected by the situation. Having played for the Portland Trail Blazers, the Melbourne Tigers, the Xinjiang Flying Tigers, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Brooklyn Nets, Mills has earned a reputation amongst his coaches and teammates as a star player, both on the court and off of it. Next up, Patty Mills' impressive career playing for the Brooklyn Nets. In August of 2021, Patty Mills signed on with the Brooklyn Nets as a free agent. Between the 2021 and 2022 season, the Australian point guard appeared in a total of 81 games with the NBA team, reaching a career high of 48 starts. Previously, Mills held a career high of 41.4% accuracy shooting from a three-point range while playing for the San Antonio Spurs in the 2016 to 2017 season. The 13-year veteran in men's professional basketball led the Nets in three-pointers made career high while ranking 11th in the league for three-pointers made. Mills's 227 threes were the second highest in any season in franchise history, behind D'Angelo Russell in the 2018 to 2019 season. Playing for the Nets, the Aussie star reached several career milestones. During the first half of the season, Patty Mills became the fifth player in franchise history to participate in the three-point contest at the NBA All-Star Weekend held in Cleveland. Mills was the first Australian to participate in the event held in February. Mills would go on to score over 20 points for a total of 16 times, beating his previous record during the 2019 to 2020 season high of 9. The 33-year-old star player tallied 30 or more points twice during his season playing for the Brooklyn Nets. He reached a career high of 34 points in a Christmas Day victory against the LA Lakers. That is, recording 30 or more points thrice in his first 12 seasons combined. Since his rookie season from 2009 to 2010, Mills has become an all-star player, playing in over 80 games, which ties him in the league time frame for the most in the league. For the last 10 seasons, Mills' 730 games played are the sixth most in the entire league. Also, let's talk about how Mills might just return to the Brooklyn Nets. After igniting a bidding war in July of 2022, after announcing that he would be in the free agency for the 2022 to 2023 seasons, reports suggest that that Mills might just return to the Brooklyn Nets after all. Mills had previously stated that while he wasn't ruling out the Nets as an option, he wanted to explore what others he had. It looks like the Australian point guard is coming back full circle. Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN reported that the Brooklyn Nets would be signing two of their key players for the 2023 season, Nick Claxton and Patty Mills. Claxton is set to receive a 2-year contract of $20 million, and Mills would receive a 2-year contract worth $14.5 million. 23-year-old Claxton is the team's 31st pick for the 2019 draft after having played 2 seasons collegiate at Georgia. However, owing to extensive injuries, the young player didn't rise to his full potential during the 3 seasons he played in the NBA. However, the Nets made it clear that they valued Claxton as a formidable player and hoped to sign him on for another season. The team issued him a qualifying offer, making him a restricted free agent. Mills has played a total of 13 seasons in the league, making him a veteran player. His first few seasons were spent with the Portland Trail Blazers, followed by a decade-long run with the San Antonio Spurs that included an NBA championship in 2014. He has also played professionally with his home team, leading the Australian national team to a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. The Nets had Claxton's bird rights and therefore wouldn't need a cap for their signing. However, the NBA League doesn't have the bird rights to cap Mills' deal. The maximum he is set to receive in a non-bird agreement would be $14.5 million. But why would Mills want to return to the Nets? The Australian star basketball player originally signed on to play for the Brooklyn Nets last summer, intending to act as an adjustment to Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving, the Nets' star point guard, stirred up controversy late last year after his colorful remarks about the COVID vaccine. The Aussie's possible return to the Nets might not come as a surprise because his fellow teammate Ben Simmons has publicly acknowledged Mills as one of his inspirations for the game. Simmons was traded into the Nets late last season for James Harden and is yet to play for the Nets. When the signing was made official, Mills publicly welcomed the player. Mills' new deal with the Nets will pay him $7.25 million per season. He would have made $6.2 million in 2022-23 had he taken up the player option on his previous deal. Let's talk about 10 other players entering free agency. Patty Mills is one of 10 players entering free agency for the 2023 NBA season. Dylan Brooks, for example, will be entering free agency after a successful stunt as the heart and soul of the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks' career stats went up in the last season, increasing both his player profile and his player value. However, Brooks might stick around with the Grizzlies for another season. Jeremy Grant was traded in by Detroit to the Portland Trail Blazers for Ismail Kamagate and 3 draft picks. According to ESPN, Portland is looking forward to pairing Grant with Damian Lillard as part of their team rebuilding efforts. 36-year-old Al Horford might return for another season with the Boston Celtics. However, this might just be his last season before retiring. Kyrie Irving is set on becoming the most sought-after player after a successful run with the Brooklyn Nets. Reports suggest that Irving might be saying goodbye to the Nets for the NBA 2023 season. LA Lakers star player LeBron James is also entering free agency by next summer if he doesn't sign an extension by the end of this year. The Milwaukee Bucks might not let Chris Middleton enter free agency yet, notwithstanding his postseason injury. Middleton is a star player and pairs perfectly with Bucks forward. Miles Turner, Nikola Vucevic, Russell Westbrook, and Andrew Wiggins are all set to enter free agency by next season unless they sign an extension by the end of this year. Alright, that's all on Patty Mills sparking a bidding war during the 2023 NBA season. Is Mills a star player for the Brooklyn Nets? Is a $14 million deal adequate compensation for the star player, or is it over the top? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We'll see you back soon.